Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News' video 2 of 2 for today.
But first, an important word from our sponsors. Hey guys, back to tell you about Surfshark, the VPN service that you should use. Guys, you need a VPN, plus it opens up a big library of the streaming services that we all watch together. Joe, why did we choose Surfshark over all these other VPNs out there?
Because you can use this on unlimited devices, share with your friends and family.
And you got a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's just over $2 a month. You can't beat it.
There's one thing you need for the internet. It's a VPN. Check it out. And we got a deal for you. 83% off a 2-year plan. Plus, you're going to get 3 months free. I think that works out to only like $2.21 a month. Try it out. See if it's for you guys. And I hope you enjoy. Check it out. Guys, grab yourself a VPN, the best one, Surfshark. We've done the research for you. Click the links down below to grab it with the discount.
Great deal.
And great deal. And we got part 2 of the news. Alex, what else has been happening?
More bad
in gaming news.
More bad news for Blizzard. They're getting sued.
Yay! I mean, boo! I mean, yay!
Blizzard is for the
know.
most part dead to me, but I'm really I'm excited about Diablo 4.
What are they getting excited? Yeah, that's why I was like, boo! But
I want to play that game, but yeah, you're a shitty company. All right, well, they're getting sued by NetEase. NetEase published their games for 14 years, was their conduit into China. There was a really big relationship there, and it really ultimately went sour.
Yeah.
And now NetEase is suing them.
Went super sour, apparently.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck you, give me money.
So the main elements are Blizzard promised refunds for players who wanted them when the Chinese servers went offline in January, and NetEase says that it's been paying these people, but Blizzard is the one that needs to honor them, not them.
Yeah.
So pay them for that.
Okay.
The violation of licensing agreements and redress for unequal provisions in same.
Yeah.
Compensation for unsold merchandise inventory. Again, it should have been their responsibility. In addition, this lawsuit involves many overlord clauses signed between Blizzard and NetEase, and there's a huge report that goes over all those things, but it's actually smaller than I thought it was going to be. Just the amount of refunds and the other things, I thought it would be a larger suit, but I think NetEase just actually wants to get paid.
Yeah,
makes sense.
and I totally believe that Activision would be like, nah, we're reneging on everything because our relationship is over, so we feel like we don't need to pay. Yeah. But it's like,
you do.
You
signed the contract.
because this stuff happened while we were still together, and you owe us for that. Yeah. So I'll probably be on NetEase on that NetEase's side there.
Yeah, and it's also dangerous because Blizzard is part of one of the largest game acquisitions in the history of game acquisitions, and NetEase has some pull with some, they could.
Oh, y'all guys want to come to China in the future? Well, fuck off.
Yeah, I will make sure that you don't get your shit in here, and we will just clone your games as they do. Yeah. And the last bullet point is NetEase paid a huge, it doesn't say how much, deposit in advance for several games that never got made, never were worked on. So like, hey, give me that money back. So
interesting.
I think that Blizzard's going to end up paying them most of that money at least.
Yeah. And this is standard practice for these motherfucking corporations. Like, even if Blizzard, like in the behind closed doors, they're like, we need to pay. We know we need to pay, but they're just gonna fight it. And it's just putting up a fight. It's cheaper to put up a fight and potentially this than just paying.
Yeah, it's like we're not gonna pay the full
because
amount,
they potentially
let's see what we can get
let's
away
see if
with.
we can lower it. Like, we're not gonna pay you, but we agree to pay 50% of what we owe you.
It's better than nothing, huh?
That's just the way these things work. Ugh. Anyways.
Well, how old is this lady? A 48-year-old mom accidentally entered a Candy Crush tournament and has been destroying people in this $250,000 tournament. She didn't even realize it was a big tournament. And she's been playing Candy Crush for 10 goddamn years.
And to her, it's like nothing. She still thinks she's on the toilet and she's crushing kids. And they're like, who the fuck is Bad Bitch 107?
Yeah. And so she thought it was like some in-game event, which is like some normal stuff, and she just plays so blindly and just demolishes all these people because,
because she's got experience.
But so she's now in the semifinals.
Go Bad Bitch.
Well,
mom.
now I am rooting for her.
Yeah. She got to skip the wild card rounds because she was just so dominant and all this other stuff. And I was just reading this, is like, what the hell is happening? But this is what gaming is.
I hate Candy Crush, by the way, but still, I like that story. That's a fun one.
That's a funny story, but still,
I hope she makes it to the final.
Candy Crush is
At
still going
least.
strong.
I hope she wins. I hope
Yeah,
she,
me
I hope
too,
she destroys
me
absolutely
too.
everyone. So we're
Easily, I hope
rooting
she
for her.
wins, but I don't. Her luck when she's gonna realize, oh wait, I'm wet, and that's gonna hit her hard, right? And then she's gonna fuck up. But I hope she makes the final.
All right, for less feel-good news, CounterStrike skin sells for $400,000. A skin in a video game. A skin.
No.
400.
No, I don't believe you.
$400,000.
I don't believe you.
How?
It's an AK-47 skin.
Factory new?
It's minimal wear, so it's not even factory new. I don't know what the fuck you people are doing with your lives.
No, I don't believe you.
It's a blue gem pattern, and then there's some
Blue!
There's stickers.
$400,000 for fucking blue. No, Joe.
How do you-
These are. I can't even act fucking pissed off. This is so far in the realm of ridiculousness that I can't even reach it. I can't wrap my head around it. And you'd think to scream at 15,000 decibels, but it's over. That's $400,000 for blue.
Gone beyond saving. I
We-
don't
we've
know
got-
what the fuck.
we're
Is
in-
it- well, I don't.
We're in fantasy land now.
Well,
I don't believe you.
Well, it sold for $400,000. Now,
No.
this is not even the highest because I said gun skin.
This it's for fucking NFT money and that's what it is.
There's a knife skin, a blue gem knife skin that sold that turned down an offer for 1.5 million. 1.5
turned down. Oh, that's too rich.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
wasn't
So,
enough.
so the value of blue is about in between 400,000
What
and
the
1.5
fuck?
million. I don't think so. I'm not believing you.
So it's important because there's the Counter-Strike transfer news is that all of the things that you ever purchased in the first Counter-Strike game is going to go over to the second one. So now these skins are going up because they're like, oh man, Counter-Strike 2 is going to be around for 10 years, and I'll be the proud owner of blue that I paid $400,000 for. That they at any point in time could just release something that looks the same for $5. So
Jesus Christ.
1.5 for blue. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is real.
Makes me sad. Makes me fucking sad.
This is real.
Yeah.
I think you're just giving me. I think you're just fucking with me. This is an incredible amount of money.
It's that ridiculous.
No. I think it broke my brain because I can't really think straight right now.
Yeah.
This is
But that would like you said, the knife would have gone higher if the guy accepted.
I mean, because the first thing you do is you pull out your knife and you run around and you show everyone how cool your blue knife is and then now that it's going to last into Counter-Strike 2 and that these things are going to go forward, speculators market, it's going to continue to go up forever. Right?
What country flag is this, Joe? So this is from
Denmark. He's from Denmark.
You're dead to me, Denmark. All people from Denmark are now responsible for this guy Zeipel, who did this stupid shit. No, I don't think so. No, it's right here. But guess what? I was right. It's motherfucking. He showed a screenshot on Motherboard, a screenshot of cryptocurrency transaction amounting 400,000 cryptocurrency bullshit, whatever. Fake money. Fake money, not value.
Shit.
What a moron.
Shit.
You want to buy a house or in some parts of the country 2 houses, or do you want to buy a blue AK-47?
Streamer Zype reported the sale in a tweet. I just completed the second largest trade in CS history, so there must have been one that's even bigger than this. It's an AK and then the Karambit P1 combined sale 500,000, but yeah, it's fucking 400,000. Wow. This is not something to be proud of.
Some people
You
just has
got
way
some
too much money.
Like, you could have spent that money on that little dog. That little doggy, Joe. Put this man's face up here, Joe. I want you to screenshot so that we know what kind of idiot it takes to spend this kind of money. 28-year-old with wasted degree in economics, and he's streaming on Twitch, and he's buying CSGO skins with CryptoPank as his job. So I guess it takes a crypto bro like that to do something this fucking stupid. That's right. I called you fucking stupid. Take care of your dog, motherfucker. Could have spent a lot of money on that.
For that kind of money,
nothing to him,
you
man.
take your dog to
Nothing to
space.
him.
He's taking it in stride. Some people are making fun of him. Why would anyone buy this for $400,000 when they could just buy 4 bored apes instead? And he's laughing his ass off. He's seems like cope to me.
Bored ape.
Cope. Denmark, come get your boy here. put him in Crypto Bro jail. Make him realize how much he could have, bought with that. I'm sure there's some really nice houses, beautiful vistas in Denmark for
Pretty sure he lives in one. And he's spending that much money.
Yeah, you have to have a lot of money to waste.
I don't know.
think.
Your profile picture, your background look pretty shitty right there. So you need to get a better house, get a better couch. That pillow's pretty sad and pathetic. Upgrade your pillow. So spend $400,000 on a new pillow.
Fuck.
At least you can use
Good,
it. At
good.
least it's not a digital fucking good. $400,000 pillow probably makes some panties drop. They're gonna want to lay on it.
At least you can use it. You can actually
That's
use
what I'm
it.
saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Would it have to be a blue pillow though?
Moron.
It has to be a blue pillow, right?
So maybe he's gonna turn around and sell it for even more expensive.
All right.
Wow. All right. That's enough.
I wasn't
Enough
making
of this
it up.
guy. You weren't. I know. You broke my brain. You surprised me with that one. You didn't let me know. You did not let me know about
Set you
that.
up with the nice
Set
Candy
me
Crush lady, and then knocked you goddamn back down to the earth
Right.
with morons buying skins.
$400,000 for blue. AK-47 blue. AK-47
It's not even factory
CS:GO
new.
blue.
Not even factory new.
Worn.
It's not even factory new.
But I think that actually increases
No.
the fucking inflated value.
Oh no, it would have been worth more.
Oh, really?
If it was factory new, yeah.
Wow.
Minimal wear, yeah. It's the second best condition to be in. It could have been more. Poppers. All right, you want to talk about Diablo now?
Yeah.
Okay. There's going to be a new beta.
Okay.
They said that they want you to.
Is it with the new character, maybe?
Yeah, so everything should be released. They say, come slam our servers in May. They're really looking to unfuck the launch states.
Fucking
Diablo,
bullshit.
Blizzard games don't come out, with stable servers. Ruined our LAN party for Diablo 2. Diablo
But
3
at
was a
this
giant
point,
nightmare.
fool me once, fool me twice, ain't no fooling.
Can't fool me
me
again. Can't fool me again. 'Cause
So let's plan the LAN party like a week after release.
everyone's got like stuff to do. I'll see because we have to fly. People have to fly out and stuff, and it's hard to schedule that stuff. All right. Well, Server Slam is gonna, as they're calling it, will happen May 12th through May 14th.
Yeah.
And it will let you earn the previous beta rewards. You're gonna have to start over. There will be no carryover. So if you're looking to get in and you missed the Diablo 4 beta, you should check it out and see if it's your thing.
Yep.
They can do any more promos with KFC.
Yep.
Oh yeah. What was
Double down.
Yeah, double down.
Double down.
Triple down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Switch hacker Gary Bowser. Remember, he was in prison because I
Yes.
think Nintendo just threw the book at him because his last name's
Nintendo
Bowser.
just fucked his whole life.
Yeah, and so he's out of prison now. He got early release, but he explains that Nintendo is going to take up to 30% of his monthly income for the rest of his life,
Until he died.
and to make up for it. So,
God damn. You got Bowsered!
yeah.
Fuck.
Nintendo's going after
Nintendo's making an
everyone
example,
now.
dude. Nintendo,
They're claiming
Japan
so many
is
fucking
such a
videos
shitty
now.
fucking company. But I don't know. I don't know about this one. You don't fucking hack Nintendo is what they're trying to say. Don't fucking mess with Nintendo Japan. But I just can't support a corporation. This being fucking.
For life.
It's the law. He broke
For
the fucking
life.
law. But still.
And so he went to prison.
Nintendo,
He served his time.
Kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So if you don't know what OJ's talking about, Nintendo is a giant piece of shit corporation that honestly you shouldn't support in any way because they go after. If you put on YouTube right now just a fucking picture of one of their games, they're going to come down and claim you. And so a bunch of content, they're not stealing their content. They're just showing off a short clip, fair use. And they're abusing the copyright system like the worst companies on YouTube do to go after these creators and go after their livelihood. And again,
Give them strikes.
yeah, they're giving them strikes, and they're claiming stuff that's even fair use. So Nintendo has always been really shitty, which is one of the reasons that Joe's always been apprehensive covering their things. When you guys type, why don't you guys cover Nintendo shit, is because doing a review, they will take it off. or they will claim.
Yeah, I had to like fight, and I had to copy in several prominent, including Reggie. I was just like spam tweeting as many people in power as I could when our Legends of Zelda Angry Review got taken down momentarily. And like I said, just to clarify, Nintendo America knows what's up.
Yeah.
They're like, we understand. We're with you. Shh, on the down low.
Yeah.
Hey, we're
Yeah,
with you.
we can't say that.
Well, we can't. I mean, they have control. They're the actual Nintendo. We're Nintendo America. So,
Yeah.
So if you have stuff removed, it's probably Nintendo America helping you out and going to bat for you. It's Nintendo Japan that's always been backwards, sucks, need to be teleported from the Stone Age or wherever they're at.
10-year-old game, still $60. And they're probably, can't wait for them to start marking up their old catalog to like today's prices. Cause
It's
like,
vintage.
yeah,
Yeah,
it costs more now.
vintage.
It's a digital video game
Yeah.
download, but it's a vintage one, so you have to pay more.
Yeah.
We got some news this week from Cyberpunk. The Quest lead, Powell Sasko, and other veterans talked about the staggering complexity of AAA games, saying, we're running at a fucking wall and we're going to crash. Talking about how complex some of the new modern RPGs are, the big budget games, trying to, have the graphics that people want, have the car systems people want, the AI systems, the cutscenes, the voice acting, and all those other things. And it started a conversation with a lot of developers saying, like, some companies are clearly doing it correctly with making sure the RPGs feel complete, and they're giving people what they want. And other ones are looking at them going, look, you guys fucked yourselves up by having weekly hype videos and like these interactive things, and you put almost none of that stuff in your games.
Yeah.
So it's hard to feel bad for you when you were overhyping the shit out of your own game, creating this hype engine. And it's like people probably would have been okay with some slightly reduced RPG elements or other gameplay elements if it had come out in
Better
a
state,
complete state. But they just said that he said everyone actually, after reading this article, said we mostly agree actually with the thesis, at least when it comes to AAA. We are just running at a fucking wall, I think, and we're going to crash on that wall really soon. So it's tough because people do want, they wanted.
They just bit off too much that they can chew.
Yeah,
because like we're doing all this stuff, like you said, they need to like narrow it down as a guy, taper our expectations.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we can work on. Let's make this amazing. Let's cut out some other stuff because we're gonna sacrifice. We don't want to sacrifice the whole game for it.
Yeah. A lot of the difficulty was they wanted a game that looked like Grand Theft Auto, but they wanted the complexity and like the storytelling of a Witcher game.
Yeah.
And that scope is massive, right? Like you're talking about a downtown city area that's supposed to have thousands and thousands of people on top of each other, dozens, if not hundreds of storefronts all together. And then it's just like, well, there's nothing there. And it's easier in a fantasy setting where you're like, oh, that's an abandoned cottage because it makes sense as far as the theme goes. So it's got a lot of people talking. There's a lot of great RPGs that are still coming out. I mean, now we're getting to the point where Baldur's Gate 3 is coming out, like actually coming out for 2 fucking years. And so we can start looking at how some of these other companies are going to be handling these big budget RPGs. But they keep calling it a AAA crisis, and it's scope creep is what it ends up being. And then, of course, naturally people brought up Star Citizen, and it's like, just release the goddamn games. We don't need more features. Stop making new features. Like, there's no reason for it, but yeah,
There is a reason for it because they want to make more money.
If they have the ability to do it, and they want to put it in the advertising, then so be it. People are finally happy with where the state of Cyberpunk is right now, and when the DLC comes out, I'll probably go back and give it a shot.
Same.
But yeah.
Yep.
All right, you had some things about some other ones.
Well, yeah, you talk about realistic games and hitting the wall. I don't know, man. I think there's quite a bit of space to go in video games. One game is starting to hit some of it where it's starting to controversy. Realistic body cam first-person shooter. Unrecord, it's what it's called. And I tweeted about this when I saw it. I was like, holy fucking shit, this thing looks fucking realistic as hell. I honestly thought it was like bullshot, like they just filmed it in a GoPro and then like put video game visuals over it. No, the guy after that trailer, he even fucking proved it and took the camera and moved the camera around. Now, the thing that blows me away though is the fucking the realistic gun movement with the head movement. They're doing different things, and you can't really do that in a twin-stick shooter. You'd have to do that in a VR game, right? Because it tracks your hands. Your hands can be pointing in a different direction than your head, right? But They say it's not a VR game. So I still don't understand how the shooting mechanics work. Or maybe all the animations, just this layer of the guy doing all this is all bullshit, right? It's just animations, right? And you still have somewhere on the screen a crosshair. So just forget what he's doing here, if he's throwing gang signs or whatever. But no. But yeah, and it looks fucking crazy, and I was like, wow, I want to play this. I mean, that's wild, but it was like triggering some people because it's getting super realistic looking now, where it looks like you're just straight up murdering people. But I don't know. We've been doing in this game for fucking years. What are you talking about? But I guess the closer it gets, the more it makes some people uncomfortable. Those people probably were uncomfortable with guns and violence in the first place, so they're going to be the first ones to complain.
The only body cam footage that almost anyone ever watches is usually the controversial ones, right? Like no one watches normal, like everyday, I'm going to eat a donut, I'm going to radar gun someone. The body cam footage we see on the news is usually a cop executing someone or shooting someone.
To be fair, it does very much look like a live leak thing where you're literally executing people. And then I think what made it worse for some people is the fact that it was revealed that you're a police officer. And so and then in the gameplay video, the guy comes in, he just kills everybody. He just go, police, freeze, or and then a little mechanic showing arrest or
played Police Simulator.
Cops. So yeah, he's being realistic, right? But he doesn't say freeze or anything. He just starts gunning them down. And so some people were like, "Fuck this game. I'm not playing it because police are killing civilians." And I'm like, but hold on,
story.
It's not.
You don't know the
What
story.
are you doing? What are you doing? It's like, what? Police can't be good guys anymore? Like, could these not all be murderers?
There's always
evil
a gray
people?
area. There's always gonna
I don't
be
know,
gray.
fucking pedophiles and rapists and murderers. It's like no. Because it is a police officer, and because these are civilians, they may not be murdered. It's like, have you ever played a video game in your life where there was any amount of violence? I don't know. If it's not for you, fine. Just don't fucking play it. But don't be like, no, we need to now stop this and not make games that look more real. It's like, okay. And then, I mean, there is a small part where it's like, okay, I understand what you're saying, because it's like you're simulating an actual fucking shooter, and if somebody's mentally unstable, they want to mimic whatever they did in their GoPro footage. But that motherfucker, I'm telling you, was already mentally unstable. It's not like you go and play Grand Theft Auto, and then we've already had this discussion a million times.
Yes.
You don't fucking go and play Grand Theft Auto and run somebody over with a car and be like, I'm going to go outside and run somebody over with a car if there's not already something wrong with you.
I got shot. I'm eating a hot dog.
I got what?
You
I got shot.
You eat a hot dog.
So I'm going to go eat a hot dog?
Yes, you knew Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, he's like, I'm getting shot. It's not working. What the hell?
Oh, you have to put it in. That's why it's shaped like a bullet hole. You put
the
the hot dog in there. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah, but I don't know. So it's just really, really crazy how realistic it looks. I'm excited to learn. Is there a little bit of trickery involved? I guess we won't really know until we get our hands on it. But, the developer, let's see, what's his name here? Andres, man. I don't want to get his name wrong, but he's on Twitter and he's putting and posting, clips from it, so to try to prove that it's real. It's just, I don't know how the gun can move separately from the head in such a realistic manner if it's not fucking VR. Alexandre Spindler.
Do you think he's using controversy just to drive hype? Yeah.
No, actually,
so.
I don't think so, because if you look at, the videos he's posted, none of it is inherently controversial. It's clips from the game. Now, other people are driving the controversy because it looks so real. He wanted to make a game that looks real, not necessarily, I want to make this look real so that I can cause to trigger people and drama. I don't think that was his intention at all. As a French studio addressing a global audience, the game does not engage in any foreign policy and is not inspired by any real-life events. This is them responding to the hyper-realistic portrayals of police gun violence. So trying to, paint the game in a certain light. And he's like, hey, we respect and understand people who may feel disturbed by the game's images. Art cannot fight against interpretation. Justifying the undisclosed content of a game would be a spoiler. So we're not going to tell you. Basically, you'll discover the discretion of the themes for yourself. The public generally trusts films, series, novels on the intelligence of the point of view when it comes to detective, gangsters, or police stories. Why not for video games? If the game presents a political message, they will be made consciously or in your interpretation in the game. If the game aims to be subversive in certain countries, we will assume the label. So there's a little bit of lost in translation there.
There's gonna be zombies or.
Have you ever seen Death Wish? Kills everyone.
Wait, the original one, Charles Bronson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking.
There was a Bruce Willis one, right?
Oh, right. No one's that one.
No, for a second I thought Joe was saying Death Note. No, it's Death Wish.
No, no.
Yeah, Death Wish.
Oh
is-
yeah,
is
Netflix.
I was like,
Death
he's like
Okay,
going
okay.
over there just destroying everyone.
Yeah.
It's basically what the game was.
I don't understand. I can think of a million games I played before realistic cop murder sim, but yet they have no problems playing a murderer murder sim. I don't get it. Why is it simply because there's a badge associated that makes it?
Not that I agree, but
I'm just confused.
The reason is that under no circumstance, other than for self-defense or defense of the public, should a police officer ever discharge their firearm. Period. And so,
Right.
police officers are not. This is not a war zone. And it's not been framed as any way where it would be acceptable for a cop to shoot anyone.
And without context, the
Yes.
demo
So-
just starts where he rushes into
That's-
the building and he's just pop, 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 pop.
That's why I was thinking that they purposely showed this clip to drive controversy, so people are talking about the game.
Well,
because
in the clip, it wasn't. There's no reference to him being a police officer. And honestly, if they just say, "Nah, he's not a police officer," it would work just fine.
But I mean, you think body cam, and you don't think anything but police officer. Unfortunately, I think they're using the body cam. And they're trying to.
I don't know.
inspire
Recently, I've been watching. Well, yeah, I think you're right. But I come from airsoft, and so you got airsoft, paintball, and then Ukrainian war footage. Like if you're watching actual war footage, it's all GoPros, it's all cameras. So, but you're right. Most videos that people have seen have been from police body cams doing it. Yeah. Okay. Well, I understand it a little bit better now. Thank you, Alex, for describing it to me. I personally, I don't have, any hang-ups it being police shooting bad guys. Now, if the game comes out and it's you're a piece of shit and these are not bad guys, then yeah, it's going to be fucking awkward. But I'm pretty sure that there's some kind
We've got none of the story yet. Let's not
Right.
like if you're on the internet mad already. Let's figure out what this is before we get upset because OJ murders a ton of children in video games. A ton.
a
ton.
and it's not even justified.
No, he just does. He's just like
They were in my way.
And plus, he adds them to his battalion of infantry.
Infantry, yeah.
Infants in a battalion. Infantry.
It makes sense.
he
does
takes
make
grenades.
sense.
He
It
takes
makes
grenades
sense
to
to
them.
charge them forward. If you kill them, you're a piece of shit.
You're
not
a
me.
piece of shit.
Not me. They're gonna come over there and attack you.
They just wanted hugs. Wow. Anyways, I am excited about these body cam games. I really am because I like this realism, especially if they apply it in horror. So I think there's a game called PT, not PT, but PT. I think they call theirs Paranormal Tales because they want to pick up on some of that. That is body cam like and realistic. So I'm looking forward to some of these. Though I like them in VR because that really immerses me. So hopefully there's a VR version.
If you have a VR gun, maybe.
Yes.
want
You have to have that
a
real.
VR because I don't like.
Because when you're holding it, it's awkward.
Yeah.
Is that it?
No,
I have
Lawbreakers.
Gears of War. Cliff Belinsky. Remember when we last said he was kind of teasing that he was going to do something with the Lawbreakers? No,
I'm gonna call my lawyer, and then he's like, "Oh, never mind."
no. His lawyer said, "No, we don't have that." And he's like, "Oh, okay. Well, quote unquote, I'm kind of over the whole making games thing."
So next on.
Now I am.
All right, so let's
Now
stop
I am.
talking about Cliffy B. Never fucking. I didn't. Not relevant anymore. He doesn't want to make video games. Goodbye.
But Nexon gave him the finger and Iron Mace the finger this week because Nexon owns the rights to Lawbreakers and they're like, fuck you, we're not making that game.
Yeah, the game sucks or whatever. I
No,
don't know.
it failed miserably.
Yeah.
Lawbreakers did. People liked it, but no one bought it.
Yeah, I don't know why, and so I feel for him a little bit because, like, from a creator standpoint, it's like, damn, why did that thing fail? It's like I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, I played it. It was all right, but I don't know. One final story. Standalone Harry Potter Quidditch game announced. So to me, this is confirmation that we will never get Hogwarts DLC with Harry Potter. And in fact, that creative and stupid explanation of, oh, the season is canceled is because the rights are probably held by this company. It's called Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. And it is a WB game and by Unbroken Studios. Finally, we are allowed to tell you on what we've been working on for several years, they said. So I guarantee you that's why. They knew full well. So it is a fast-paced, competitive multiplayer game featuring the world's most iconic magical sport. No single-player content has been announced right now. It's online. And this is it. Assuming it's faithful, it's going to be 7v7 online bouts. Though I really don't know how they'll do the guy that hunts the Seeker. The Seeker.
No, total feel bad. It's an absolutely miserable game mechanic, and it's would not be fun at all.
So you would have a Seeker, you would have a Keeper, you'd have 2 beaters, you'd have 3 chasers. Yeah. So that's
what I was hoping they would package that with the other game, because they'll be fun, but I don't see myself playing a lot of this.
Competitively?
Yeah,
I would definitely play in a single player thing and have fun with it.
And then that's it.
Now, I was thinking that, they didn't know how to do it, and they've never done it before, and so so that Hogwarts didn't want to go through all the effort and work that it might take to actually make it work. That's not true, because there is a Harry Potter Quidditch game. Never knew. It's called Harry Potter's Quidditch World Cup, and it came out in 2003, a sport action video game by, guess what? EA Games. It's in the game, right? And Electronic Arts. So they did a sports game for the sport, and then you had some different houses that you can play, and so you compete for the Inter-House Quidditch Cup. So apparently it's already a thing. Maybe I'll go look at videos of this game to see if it's any fun.
You want to play with 6 other human beings in a competitive sports game?
I don't know. It might be fun. This game got about 6s, 7s. Wow. Okay, didn't do too bad. 6s and 7s.
Do you think there's gonna be voice chat and stuff? Because it's like been playing. Unfortunately, got roped into playing League of Legends again this last week, and that's only with 4 other normally imbeciles on your team, and with 6 others, some of which are going to be actual children. I
can't wait. It's going to be amazing.
Well, what we do is we try to just play with our community and fill it with cool people.
Yeah, but that's not the way it's meant.
The average
person doesn't have the community to fill in all the slots of cool people. Yeah, I got you. Honestly, if I didn't have our community, I don't know if I'd have 7 friends. I've got these 2 and then maybe like a few more. So I can maybe fill out 6. We just won't have a Seeker.
No, you have to have a Seeker.
I'm the Seeker.
Fine, you can be the Seeker, Joe.
Y'all gonna be yelling at me nonstop. I'm trying.
Why'd you get the goddamn thing already?
Because snitches get stitches.
We're getting beat up. Because if you find the Seeker, it doesn't matter how much the other team's winning. You win.
Points.
Yeah.
I don't know about this game, man. It's gonna be hilarious. Yeah. But I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. All right, well. That's it. Thank y'all so much for watching and hanging out. I want to thank our sponsors, Surfshark. It's a VPN. Check them out. Links down below. And this week we got what? Dead Island 2 we're continuing to play. And, Star Wars coming up right around the corner. Yeah. Thank y'all guys so much. We'll see y'all then. Bye.